The air crackled with anticipation. A low hum vibrated through the floor, a constant reminder of the powerful forces at play. Inside the sterile laboratory, bathed in the cool glow of monitors, a lone figure hunched over a complex apparatus. Dr. Carter, a brilliant scientist, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, stood on the precipice of a groundbreaking discovery. The hum of innovation filled his lab as he worked tirelessly on his latest invention. His heart pounded in unison with the rhythmic pulse of the machine, urgency and mystery intertwining as the final moments approached. Dr. Carter's mind, a whirlwind of equations and theoretical constructs, raced ahead, constantly thinking of new ways to push the boundaries of science. He had dedicated his life to this moment, poring over ancient texts, deciphering cryptic symbols, and unlocking the secrets of quantum mechanics. His fingers danced across the keyboard, inputting complex algorithms, his mind a blur of calculations and predictions. Reflecting on his past failures, he realized how they had shaped his relentless pursuit of knowledge. The walls of the lab seemed to close in, the air thick with anticipation. Equations scribbled in Dr. Carter's tight script covered every available surface. Each equation represented a piece of the puzzle, a clue in his relentless pursuit of scientific truth. His gaze darted from one equation to the next, his mind working overtime. He had always been drawn to the elegance of mathematics. To him, equations were the language of the universe. He had spent his life deciphering this code. His work had been met with skepticism. But Dr. Carter refused to be deterred. He knew in his heart that he was on the verge of something truly groundbreaking. The air crackled, a surge of energy rippling through the lab. Dr. Carter's eyes widened, his gaze fixated on the readings scrolling across the monitor. An anomaly, a deviation from the expected results, flickered on the screen. It was a subtle shift, barely perceptible to the untrained eye, but to Dr. Carter, it was a beacon. For a moment, doubt crept in, a whisper of uncertainty in the back of his mind. Had he made a mistake? Was this just a glitch, a random fluctuation in the data? He ran the calculations again and again, his mind racing, searching for an explanation. But the anomaly persisted, defying logic, challenging everything he thought he knew about the laws of physics. Section 5. The elusive spark. The hum intensified, the machine pulsing with a life of its own. Dr. Carter, his heart pounding, watched as the anomaly grew stronger. It was as if he had stumbled upon a crack in the universe. There's more to the universe than meets the eye. He had always believed that, and now he was on the verge of proving it. The air crackled with energy, a tangible manifestation of the forces at play. Dr. Carter adjusted a dial on the machine, his movements precise. He had a hunch, a feeling deep in his gut, that he was on the right track. Come on, respond to me. The anomaly responded to his touch, growing brighter. It was as if it was communicating with him, beckoning him closer. A surge of adrenaline coursed through his veins, fueling his determination. Now that chance was within his grasp. The music mirrored his excitement and anticipation, building tension in the air. Section 6. A symphony of light. As Dr. Carter's invention began to take shape, the lab was bathed in a blinding light, a kaleidoscope of colors that seemed to dance and swirl. Dr. Carter shielded his eyes, his heart pounding. The hum reached a deafening crescendo, the machine vibrating violently. "Sarah!" Sarah cried out, her hands instinctively reaching for support. Then, as quickly as it had begun, the light subsided, leaving behind a faint humming and the lingering scent of ozone. Section 7. The dawn of a new era. Dr. Carter, his heart filled with anticipation, approached the machine confidently. It was as if he was approaching a majestic creature, aware of its potential. The metal casing was warm to the touch, radiating a residual heat from the energy surge. He ran his hand over the smooth surface, his mind racing with possibilities. What have we created? What secrets have we unlocked? He had dedicated his life to this moment, and now that it was here, he felt a strange mix of exhilaration and trepidation. Taking a deep breath, Dr. Carter reached for the control panel, his fingers steady with resolve. The future of humanity, he realized, might very well depend on it. Section 8. The weight of discovery. The weight of his discovery pressed down on Dr. Carter like a physical burden. The world outside his lab seemed a million miles away. He was the custodian of a secret that could reshape the world. Sleep eluded him. He spent his nights hunched over his notes, trying to make sense of what he had witnessed. The anomaly haunted his waking hours, demanding his attention. He isolated himself in his lab, shunning contact with the outside world. Sarah, his trusted assistant, became his only confidant. Section 9. The allure of the unknown. The allure of the unknown, the irresistible pull of a mystery waiting to be solved, consumed Dr. Carter entirely, leaving no room for anything else. It was as if the enigma had woven itself into the very fabric of his being, compelling him to seek answers at any cost. He neglected his health, his appearance, the world outside his lab fading into insignificance as if it no longer existed. The once vibrant life he led was now a distant memory, overshadowed by the shadows of his relentless pursuit. The pursuit of knowledge, once a passion, had become an obsession, a relentless hunger that gnawed at his soul, driving him to the brink of madness. Each discovery only deepened his thirst, pushing him further into the abyss of his own mind. The symbols that had appeared on the monitor, cryptic and ancient, tantalized Dr. Carter, sparking a curiosity that was impossible to ignore. They seemed to whisper secrets of a bygone era, urging him to uncover their meaning. He recognized them from his research, from ancient texts on forgotten civilizations, and whispered rumors of advanced technologies lost to time, buried under centuries of history. These symbols were more than mere markings. They were keys to unlocking a forgotten past. They spoke of a power beyond human comprehension, a power that could reshape the world or destroy it, a double-edged sword of unimaginable potential. The possibilities were both exhilarating and terrifying. He knew he should share his discovery with the world, to let others help him unlock its secrets, to collaborate and ensure its safe use. The collective wisdom of many could prevent potential disasters and harness the power for the greater good. But a primal fear held him back, a fear that paralyzed him. The unknown consequences loomed large, casting a shadow over his every thought. What if he unleashed something he couldn't control? What if the consequences were catastrophic? The weight of these questions bore down on him, making every decision fraught with peril. What if his creation, born of noble intentions, fell into the wrong hands? The thought was terrifying. The potential for misuse was a constant, gnawing fear. The weight of responsibility pressed down on him, heavy and suffocating, a burden he could not escape. It was as if the very air around him had thickened, making it hard to breathe. He was no longer just a scientist. He was a guardian, a gatekeeper to a power that could change the course of human history, a sentinel standing at the threshold of the unknown. The path ahead was uncertain, but he knew he had to tread carefully, for the stakes had never been higher. Section 10. A world on the cusp. The world outside his lab continued to spin, oblivious to the momentous discovery that had taken place within its midst. People went about their daily lives, their worries and concerns dwarfed by the magnitude of Dr. Carter's invention. But he couldn't ignore the world forever. The knowledge he possessed, the power he had unlocked, was too great to keep hidden. He knew he needed help, but who could he trust? He was caught in a dilemma, torn between his desire to protect his discovery and his growing realization that he couldn't do it alone. The fate of the world, he realized with a shudder, might very well hinge on his next decision. Section 11. The face of genius. Dr. Carter, who held the future in his hands, shaping it with his vision, was an enigma even to those who knew him best, a mystery wrapped in brilliance. His colleagues often found him distant, lost in thought, pondering the unknown, his mind always a step ahead, exploring new frontiers. He was a man of contradictions, a puzzle to unravel, driven by a deep-seated desire, an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, to understand the universe and his place within it, seeking answers to life's greatest questions. Section 12. Beyond the veil of reality. Dr. Carter's invention had changed him, shattered his perception of reality. He sees the world differently now, the mundane details of everyday life fading into insignificance. He yearned to understand its secrets, to unlock the mysteries beneath the surface of reality. The symbols he has seen, the energy he has felt, hint at a realm beyond human comprehension, a realm where time and space are fluid. The legacy of Dr. Alex Carter, the man who dared to peer beyond the veil of reality, would be debated for centuries to come. His groundbreaking work challenged the very fabric of what we thought we knew, shaking the foundations of established science and opening up new realms of possibility. Some would hail him as a visionary, a genius who had the courage to venture where no one else dared. They saw him as a beacon of hope, a trailblazer who illuminated the path forward for future generations. a pioneer who had opened up new frontiers of human understanding, pushing the boundaries of science and imagination. His lectures were legendary, filled with insights that sparked the imaginations of all who listened. Others would condemn him as a reckless meddler, a man who had tampered with forces beyond his control. They feared the unknown consequences of his experiments, worried that he had crossed lines that should never be crossed. A man who had unleashed forces he could not control, causing ripples that would be felt for generations. The chaos and unpredictability of his findings left many in the scientific community uneasy. But in the quiet solitude of his lab, Dr. Carter was unconcerned with such judgments. He was focused on his work, driven by an insatiable curiosity. The lab was his sanctuary, a place where he could lose himself in the pursuit of knowledge. He was a man driven by a singular purpose, a relentless quest for knowledge. His determination was unwavering, his focus unbreakable. A burning desire to unravel the secrets of the universe, no matter the cost. His mind was a whirlwind of ideas and possibilities, each more tantalizing than the last. He was a man on a quest, a modern-day explorer charting the uncharted territories of human knowledge. His tools were not maps and compasses, but equations and experiments. A modern-day explorer charting the uncharted territories of human knowledge, always pushing the envelope. His discoveries were like new stars in the sky, each one adding to the vast tapestry of human understanding. His name, forever linked to his discovery, would be etched in the annals of history, a testament to the boundless potential of the human mind. His contributions would inspire future generations, encouraging them to dream bigger and reach further. But for Dr. Carter, the true reward was not fame or recognition, but the pursuit of knowledge itself, the joy of uncovering the unknown. The lab was where he felt most alive, where every discovery was a new adventure. The thrill of the chase, the exhilaration of discovery. Each breakthrough was a step closer to understanding the cosmos. The excitement in the lab was palpable, a testament to the passion that drove him. He was a man who had looked into the abyss and emerged forever changed, a man who had glimpsed the infinite and found himself humbled by its vastness. The mysteries of the universe had left an indelible mark on his soul, shaping his very being. The journey, he knew, was far from over. There were still countless mysteries to unravel, countless questions to answer. The universe was vast and full of secrets, each one waiting to be discovered. In fact, it had just begun. The quest for knowledge is an endless journey, one that Dr. Carter was more than willing to continue. His legacy would live on, inspiring others to take up the mantle and continue the exploration of the unknown. The universe, once a vast and indifferent expanse, now seemed alive with possibilities. Every star, every planet, every celestial body held the potential for discovery, for unlocking the secrets of existence itself. Dr. Carter, his mind ablaze with ideas, felt a renewed sense of purpose, a drive to explore the uncharted territories of the cosmos. He envisioned a future where humanity, armed with the knowledge he had uncovered, could transcend its earthly limitations and reach for the stars. The future, he knew, was not predetermined. It was a tapestry woven from countless threads of choice and consequence, and he, Dr. Alex Carter, the man who had glimpsed the infinite, held one of those threads in his hands. The enigma of existence, the fundamental question of why we are here and what it all means, has haunted humanity since the dawn of consciousness. From the earliest cave paintings to the most advanced scientific theories, we have always sought to understand our place in the universe. Armed with his newfound knowledge, he felt closer than ever to unlocking the secrets of our place in the cosmos. Each discovery, each revelation, brought him a step nearer to the truth. He had peered behind the curtain of reality and glimpsed the machinery of the universe, the intricate workings of time and space, the fundamental forces that govern the dance of existence. He marveled at the elegance and complexity of these forces which seemed to weave the very fabric of reality. He had seen the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance that held the universe in a state of dynamic equilibrium. This balance was a testament to the intricate design of the cosmos, but with this knowledge came a profound sense of humility. The more he learned, the more he realized how much he didn't know. Each answer led to new questions, each discovery to new mysteries. The universe was a vast and mysterious place full of wonders and terrors beyond human comprehension. It was a realm of infinite possibilities and endless enigmas. He was but a single person, a tiny speck of consciousness adrift in a sea of cosmic wonder, yet he felt a deep connection to the universe, a sense of belonging to something much greater. Yet in that moment of realization he felt a sense of peace, a sense of belonging to something far greater than himself. He understood that his quest for knowledge was part of a larger journey, one that connected him to every other seeker of truth across time and space. This realization brought him a profound sense of purpose and unity with the cosmos. It was a journey that transcended individual existence, linking him to the collective quest of humanity. The hum of the machine, a steady pulse that echoed the rhythm of discovery, the relentless march of progress. The future was theirs to shape, and they would face it head-on, with hope, inspiration, and an unwavering belief in the power of the human spirit. Dr. Alex Carter, the man who had dared to dream the impossible, was ready to lead the way. The journey, he knew, would be fraught with peril, but the rewards, the potential to unlock the secrets of the universe, were too great to ignore. He had his trusted confidant by his side, and together they would face the challenges ahead. The future beckoned, a vast and uncharted territory ripe for exploration. Dr. Carter stood at the threshold of a new era, looking to the future with hope and inspiration. The music reflected the promise of a new dawn,